couple comics left. Put your hands together for Selwyn Fisher.
Hate to bum the crowd out, but I just got diagnosed with cancer. Oh, it's okay. The doctor told me it was the good one. I was like, which one is that? He's like, it's okay. It's prostate cancer. We're gonna have to go ahead and take you from behind. I said, oh, pause. Like, he told me he was gonna have to give me an antibiotic, so I was like, I'm about to get penetrated twice. And he said, yeah, it's okay. I said, no. He told me to put on he's like, this okay, sir? I'm gonna need you to take your top off, but he said, I need you to put this top on, but I need you to take your bottoms off. I said, I don't wear bottoms. I wear pants. Like, I was like, bottoms are gay, okay? Like, that is wild to me, bro. It was crazy because he started instructing me. He told me, he said, I'm gonna need you to get on this table and I'm gonna need you to lay on your left side. I said, don't tell me what to do, I know what to do. And then I started getting up there, I said, I don't know what to do. Because it was crazy. I said, okay. He said, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look. You're gonna feel a little cold, wet feeling behind you, and then I'm gonna penetrate you. I said, sir, don't tell me what's going on, just do it, you know what I mean? At this point, he said, can you pull your knees up? I said, how deep are you going? Like, it was crazy. I'm telling you, man, it was like my man was up in there. I said, how long you gonna be? He said, it's gonna be a minute. I said, okay, Dora the Explorer. He had his camera in there, and he was like, all right, I see a little something. You're gonna feel a little pinch. He said, how's it feel? I said, ow. It hurt. He was like, Women, ladies know. They were like, they know when they get hit from behind. They go, get that little extra. My man pulled out. He told me, he was like, all right, I'm done. He said, all right, Mr. Fisher. He said, you might notice a little blood in your urine or your in your ejaculation. I said, excuse me? I said, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm just saying. He said, probably from 7 days. He's like 7 days to a month. I said, sounds like a period to me, right? It was real rough. Then I didn't believe it, but day one, I said, damn, there's blood in my urine. I was like, day 7 came, I was like, my lady was like, you need some pads? I was like, hey, watch it there. She said, what you need, some always? I said, yeah. I did a little sound. I know ladies know what that sound like. That. And I'm like, that's that wet. Yeah, when they got, yeah, you know what it is. Look, I don't want to explain it to the men what it is. You know what I mean? It's panty liners, goddammit. They shouldn't be going too wet, okay? They're like, yeah, you need some panty liners on that shit. That's what I needed. I needed panty liners. My shit was wet. You know what I mean? I said, but nah. I met a woman that told me she had that wet. She did. She was like, yeah, I got that wet. It's the Aquafina. I said, okay. I went down on her and I said, that smelled like that Anacostia. What is going on? Hey man, I don't know what kind of drawers she had on, but when she pulled them down, I said it must have been like a Ziploc bag, cause it kept up all that smell. I was like, oh. But then I realized what it was. She used to wear Victoria's Secrets, you know what I mean? That scent, the scented lotion. She had on Love Spell. I said, dude, what kind of witchcraft is this? I was like, this is some bullshit. I don't want to smell this no more. So we broke up. All right. Hey man, anybody friends with their parents? Yeah. Okay, yeah. My mama used to tell me when I was younger, I used to play games with her. I would pop out the closet. I was like, I'd jump out that bitch. Okay, look, I didn't come out the closet. I would jump out of it. I would try to scare her. And she's like, look here, little boy. She's like, I'm not one of your little friends. Don't be playing these games with me. And I said, okay, cool. I became an adult. I was living in Okinawa, Japan, and one day she seen my Facebook status, And she's like, I don't think it's appropriate that you put that Facebook status up. You need to take it down. And I said, I don't feel appropriate that you commented on this shit, so I took her off my friends list. A year later, my mom said, hey, so when I noticed that you didn't accept my friend's Facebook friend request, and I said, guess what, Mom? I said, I'm not one of your little friends. Hey man, my name is Selma Fisher, that's my time.